Hello, welcome once again to my channel, the impressive channel that you've been viewing so far. Welcome on board, and still taking this opportunity to wish everybody Happy New Year, and make sure whatever you know how to do, make sure you maximize your effort and do it very well and much more effectively. Before I start this program, the topic for today is preview. In this episode is preview of Liverpool versus Sheffield United match. Before I start the show, I would like to urge you to please subscribe. Hit the button subscribe. Hit the button subscribe. Please do well to hit the button subscribe as the show proceeds. So Liverpool is in fantastic shape so far in the season as they take their next match tomorrow against Brighton at Anfield Sports Stadium. So far, that's the only team without any blemish with respect to their performance. So far, they've been doing fantastic, and I stand to be corrected. They are the team which has not achieved any feats ever since the Premier League era was started, with respect to points tally after 19/20 matches. It will be difficult to dig into the archives to find out the team that will rival Liverpool in terms of statistical points. So far, as before entering the studio for this program, checking through the numbers, Liverpool has done fantastic job so far. When you look at matches played so far, they played 19 matches, won 18 of those matches, then drawn 1. Remember in that game against Manchester United. Lost none, scored 47 goals, conceded 14 goals. So far with the goals difference of 33 goals and the points tally of 55 points. Quite an amazing record. It will be difficult to find anything to dig into the archives, be it the Arsenal Invincibles, the Jose Mourinho's Era 1 Chelsea, to rival or Manchester United, say Alex Ferguson's Manchester United. It will be difficult to find anything into the archives whose record will rival Liverpool as at this current pace of the Premiership. So tomorrow they are going to battle against Chris Wilder's Sheffield United. And judging from current performance and team strength, it will be straight away for anybody to easily say Liverpool will win the game. As I stated the last time in my previous episode, Liverpool seem to be getting a boost when it comes to the video assistant referee that was introduced at the beginning of the season. They seem to be benefiting from decisions, though they also claim to have been at the wrong side of the decision. In their match against Manchester United, some of their fans claim Sadio Mane's equalizer should have stood, which the referee used the VAR to rule it out. I remember personally in their game against Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge, Cesar Azpilicueta scored an equalizer, during which all Chelsea supporters celebrated. But unfortunately, the referee ruled the goal out because of a supposed intervention to create an offside scene by another Chelsea player. I believe it was Tammy Abraham. So they've been getting decisions their way so far in the season. And be that as it may, any team that wins the Premiership seem to have a lark smiling on its face in any match whatsoever it encounters. And so it's not surprising at all that Liverpool are also benefiting from those decisions. At this point in time, I'll take 30 seconds water break and still urge you to subscribe to the channel. Please do well to subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to this channel. Thanks. Moving on, let's look at some of the matches played together, the scoreline of some of the matches played today before we proceed with the Liverpool Sheffield United analysis. As earlier on indicated, Chelsea and Brighton drew 1-1 at the American Express Stadium. Burnley lost to Aston Villa at the Turf Moor Stadium. Jack Grealish was on the score sheet in that match. Newcastle United lost to Leicester City 3-0 at their stadium. Southampton also surprisingly inflicted a painful 1 defeat on Jose Mourinho's Tottenham Hotspur. Watford also surprisingly defeated Adama Traore's Wolverhampton Wanderers. Manchester City is currently leading Everton by 2-1. Norwich is also leading Crystal Palace by a goal to nil. West Ham United is also leading AFC Bournemouth by 4-0. So I will proceed with the Liverpool encounter. Let's quickly dig briefly into the archives. The last time Sheffield United defeated Liverpool at the home venue of Liverpool, Anfield, was on the 2nd April 1994, when they inflicted a 2-1 defeat on Liverpool. And we're trying to dig into the archives to see the possibility of that occurring, because I think it will be difficult for that to happen. But on April 2nd, 1994, it happened. Justin Flo's 2 goals cancel out Ian Rush goal for Liverpool at the Anfield. And surprisingly, in 94, Sheffield United inflicted defeat on Liverpool at their home venue. So I would like to touch on tomorrow they are coming up against Chris Wilder's Sheffield United. They are a fantastic side. I recently watched them in the 3rd match of the season when they drew 2-2 at the Stamford Bridge against Chelsea. And let's look at the possible lineup of Liverpool. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is still injured, Shaqiri injured, and a couple of other players. In post, they are going to have Alisson Becker in post. Alexander-Arnold, right fullback, Robertson at the left fullback, Virgil van Dijk and Jody Gomez will man the middle of the back 4. We have Naby Keita, Wijnaldum, Henderson manning the midfield, Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah, and then Firmino leading the attack in a 4-3-3 fashion. So my prediction for this match is Liverpool going to win 2-1. The best possible results for Sheffield United is going to be a draw, 1-1 draw. But I doubt it, possibly. But if there is any room for any performance, they would shock me if they come out victorious in this encounter. Please, before I end this episode of Liverpool preview against Sheffield United, I would like to touch on some transfer gossips. Report I'm gathering indicates that Chelsea is currently going to prefer Moussa Dembele. As of today, it may change. You know the dynamics of the transfer window over Timo Werner for the attacking position of the club. And so possibly Frank Lampard will move in for Moussa Dembele of Lyon. But you know the dynamics of transfer speculation and period. At every second, details and every activity that happens do change the outcome of the reality. And so as at this time of going to bed, Chelsea's Frank Lampard is favoring a move for Moussa Dembele. There are so many speculations. Juventus and Inter Milan are also interested in, most especially Inter Milan are interested in Emerson Palmieri of Chelsea. And so I personally currently don't fancy his performance at the bridge. And so I would be very much happy if Inter Milan pay Chelsea a paycheck to take him away from the bridge, because he's been unfortunately terrible for Chelsea in recent games. And so I wouldn't be surprised if he's put, because Inter Milan expressed interest in Emerson for a very long time ago. And so I think this is the right time for Chelsea to grant them their wish. Before I end tonight's program, I would like to say that please do well to subscribe to the button tab. I thank my viewers for spending time out of their busy schedule to engage me on this program by viewing the show. Thanks very much, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us our wishes. Ila alika ila al-gad till tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum.